already know. Testing, 1, 2, 1, 2. Working with a different microphone, so I'm checking this out. I'll probably post this because I haven't in a while. Thank you so much. Hey, my name is Nicole. My friends call me Coley. I am the mom and shaman, and this is Secret Mothers and Goddesses time. Before we begin, let's do what I like to do is give a prayer. Glory be the Most High God, from whom all blessings flow. Father God, Mother Earth, O constant birth of all radiance and vibration, soften the ground of our bodies and carve out a space within us where your presence can abide. Fill us with your creativity so that we may be empowered to bear the fruit of your mission. Let each of our actions bear fruit in accordance with our desires. Endow us with the wisdom to produce and share what each being needs to grow and flourish. Untie the tangled threads of destiny that bind us as we release others from the entanglement of past mistakes. Do not let us be seduced by that which would divert us from our true purpose that illuminates the opportunities of our present moment. For you are the ground, the truthful mission, the birth, the power, and fulfillment, as all is gathered and made whole again. And so it is. So, for angels, guides, guardians, and ancestors, I thank you for the blessing of this day. Thank you for my health and strength and the health and strength of my loved ones that you've allowed to see this glorious day. Father God, Mother Earth, Holy Spirit, I ask that you be with me in a special way with the clearest, most useful message for the beloved soul watching this video right now. I return to sender any thought, word, or action that is not in my highest good, transmuted and cleansed, returned with full love, light, gratitude, and appreciation. For you are my guardian, my light, and my delight. I am grateful. In the mighty name of Jesus, I pray. Well, dang. All right, let's see. Kateri, Tekawitha, fearless authenticity. I don't think I've seen this one before, so here is the card for today. Pause if you want to admire the art. It is absolutely lovely. I just love the flowiness. And the turtle up at the top, that's super dope. So 18. In the numerology in the system, 1-8 adds up to 9. Honor the God within yourself. As I honor the God in me, I honor the God in you. Say yes when you want to. Know the rules tend to bind your nature. Our nature is, from my perspective, I'm sharing my own perspective. So if you have an opinion one way or the other, feel free to share it. I don't have to accept it. Feel free to comment down below. Give me a like and a subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that bell notification so that you can get notified each time I upload fresh content. So let's see what this one has to say. 18. Kateri, Tekawitha, fearless authenticity. Kateri Tekawitha was the daughter of a chief of the Mohawk Turtle Clan. She had a heart for the divine feminine as a Marian devotee after she was converted to Catholicism and dedicated her life to building a community of women supporting one another. She died young and at just 24 years of age due to many miracles attributed to her, which continue to this day. She became the first Native American to be canonized by the Catholic Church. Super dope. You may not know this, but I was raised Catholic, so I went through all of the rites of confirmation, and from my understanding, once you are confirmed Catholic, you're always a Catholic, no matter where you go. And I feel like I'm confirmed whole and complete, so if I choose to go back to a Catholic service, it's great. If not, then awesome. They know that God loves me, and I love them unconditionally as well. I do feel so, honestly, that Catholics have a really great way of being the doers of the word, as far as feeding the hungry, visiting the sick, comforting the uncomfortable, or what have you. So that I feel like Catholicism is a very female, divine feminine honoring group of spiritual practices. However, I have my own opinions otherwise. All right, so let's go. So the message: are you feeling timid and afraid to be yourself? Are you bullied, criticized, or rejected when you try to live your life authentically? Don't be discouraged. Shine forth into the world with your own unique light. Liberate yourself from hurtful memories. Be courageous. Forgive others so you may live more gracefully in your authentic truth. Each day is a gift to be lived. Be grateful to be alive. You are worthy and have something valuable to give to the world. There is no need to sacrifice your unique values and needs for those of others. To do so can bring depression, resentment, and bitterness. Surround yourself with those who appreciate and welcome you as you are. Be strange. Be strong. Be steadfast. It doesn't say be strange, but I like to be strange. So I like that. Apparently it does. Okay. Be courageous, forgive others, be grateful to be alive. You are worthy and have something valuable to give to the world. There is no need to sacrifice your unique values and needs for those of others. To do so can bring on depression, resentment, and bitterness. Surround yourself with those who appreciate and welcome you as you are. Be strong and steadfast about your beliefs and what you are passionate about. Be honest with yourself. Live in alignment with what you believe, and you will feel peaceful and powerful. Love yourself just as you are, perfectly and uniquely you. As long as you are led by love toward the good of all, your path is blessed. Call on Kateri, Tekawitha. If you have suffered rejection by being outcast or marginalized, when you need to be reminded to love yourself, for help trusting your instincts, values, and your inner compassion, for your heart's desire and priorities, when you need to be bold and ask for what you desire from guides, elders, and teachers. Activities and rituals. You want to hear that? Okay. So, release the pain and wounds from the past caused by parents, classmates, lovers to help your self-esteem. Meditate on the healing light of Kateri, Tekawitha. Imagine her turquoise light coming from the ground up into your legs and your torso. Wash away all the hurt and obstacles preventing you from shining forth as you are meant to be. Embrace the fact that you are imperfect. This is part of our human condition, and you are perfect as the unique being you imperfectly are. Perfectly imperfect. I love that. Set boundaries by being true to your feelings and needs. There may be some who will not like the changes they see, but do not fear it. Realize that you do not need everyone to like you. When you embrace the real you, you will be happier and more at peace, and people and situations will come into line with you. Use Palo Santo and feathers to sanctify yourself. Breathe healing light down into your core. As you do, feel the love for your unique and authentic self build inside. Let's see. Card spread. Be absolutely honest as you respond to each card. You may never have learned to feel your body and emotions, which makes it difficult to meet your needs, much less your wants. So allow the cards to lead you. Card 1. What aspect of myself do I need to allow and come forth instead of holding back? What will support me in expressing my true self with compassion and wisdom? What will be the result of my authentic self-expression? And it says create an altar. Stones, crystals, carnelian, rose quartz, milky quartz, obsidian, amethyst, charoite, rhodonite, moss agate, tiger's eye, citrine, and turquoise. So I have on tiger's eye, sodalite, and aventurine, which is these here. Feel free to back that up and read that if necessary. Again, that is fearless authenticity. So I can honestly say this resonates with thoughts that I have been having of late, and I'm shaking the table, sorry, forgive me. Because I do feel as though I have marginalized myself in a way. So for those that know me personally know that I have been attending a Christian church worship service and study groups since the beginning of this year. It is the 27th of September 2023. It's a Wednesday. And I started doing an Instagram live talk show with a friend of mine on sex and intimacy and playfulness and stuff like that, and kind of drifted away from being around the Christians because they don't ever want to talk about sex. And I mean, I know they do. And that's one of, like, sex and food, two things that I can talk about like all day long. And so drifted away from that because I was getting a great deal of satisfaction out of those conversations and preparing for those. Part of what I'm doing in the library today is just to be in a different space so that I can get some things together for that. My co-host experienced an assault, I'll just say, and has begged off on this week's episode, which I completely understand. And I honor that and their choice to focus on themselves as they take the steps towards healing and self-examination that are necessary. Now, I can say in full honesty, I understand as a recovering sex addict, I find it difficult to have a lot of empathy sometimes for addictive behavior. Why? Because I been doing the self-examination as far as why do I do the things that I do now. My nose is itching because I backslide. I have my incidences, and I was talking the other day about what I call fast food sex, which is convenient sex. My mouth is watering, so forgive me. I'm shaking the thing again. So that's essentially where I meet someone that I find physically attractive and indulge myself in them in a carnal nature for a little while, and then I pretty much just leave them be. If they choose to stay connected with me, great. If they don't, then that's fine, because I got my fix, as it were. So and there are times where it's just like I can focus that arousal into being creative, and there are times in which having that is it's kind of like that's all I can think about until I get some. So it's like being hungry. But see, when I'm hungry, I can't necessarily think about food. Like, my ability to make decisions is just diminished. So I do my best to observe intermittent fasting, and I challenge myself sometimes to see how long I can go within a day without eating like food. Now, I do love some water. This is my lime water today, and I made yesterday some basil juice because I got a big bunch of basil bush from my friend's house that I was at, and they have this huge kind of overgrown garden space, so I cut off some of the basil. I washed it, blended it down, got the juice, so that I'm using it as a detox. And I drank a bottle like this last night, and I woke up today and kind of got started on my day. It's about 1:40 p.m. Eastern time, and I'm not hungry, and I don't necessarily feel. Do I feel brain fog? I don't feel as though I feel brain fog, but so yeah, that's helping, and that was something that was guided across my awareness, an idea that landed in because I was thinking about, okay, I desire to avoid addictive, unhealthy behaviors. And I had a meet and greet yesterday with a young man that was very nice. We had zero chemistry, and it was nice for me to be able to acknowledge that I don't have any chemistry with them, so I did not pursue additional actions of them. So, man, I guess if the chemistry had been there, I'd probably be telling a different story today. But we did have some really frank and open conversations about the things that we like sexually and don't like, what we want from the relationship. And I found that it seemed as though they were complaining for an hour about what they didn't like. So I was just like, well, what do you like? Talk to me about what you do like. And I find so often that people are so accustomed to driving a conversation based on their dislikes that when someone actually asks them in sincerity, tell me what you do like, that they are challenged to answer that. So, all things being equal, we had a good time. I enjoyed it. And smoked some weed and took a nap. So, let's go ahead and get our drinking on. Thank you. So good. So I mean, I know what it's like to have a desire for something be so profound that it blocks your ability to think of other things. And I'm grateful for the growth that I have had in my life experience. It's kind of brought me to the point where I can even make this video, let alone actually upload and post it, which I intend to do right after I finish recording this, because I feel like it is important to be honest with myself, and as I'm honest with myself, I can be honest with other people, which is part of the reason why I annoy people so much, because I'm me. Relatively consistently, I'm a human being, and yeah, I have my own challenges, though that honestly the challenges that I have are mostly mental and spiritual. And as I learn to trust my intuition, have faith in the Most High, Source, God, Creator, whatever it is you choose to call the awareness that governs everything around us, I know that I will not die before my time, and though I have tried several times to end it, I keep getting sent back. So I know my work is not done. Alright. So as I choose to move forward authentically on my path of self-discovery and spirituality as a professional cuddler and a double extra large medium. That is my favorite joke. So I get to help people examine themselves, because I have met myself on a level that very few have. So that enables me to lean in a spirit of service and curiosity to ask the questions of other people that I have asked of myself, like, what are you afraid of? If you are afraid of being rejected, accept yourself. Know that the Most High created you and appreciates you just as you are. Source needs nothing from you, but you be who you are, who you mean to be. So if you choose to shake the blues, boo, don't see red, remember the vision in your head of freedom, both for you and for those that you care about. Love yourself enough to know that you're worthy of forgiveness, gratitude, and appreciation. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, click the link in the description. Feel free to comment down below. Thank you so much for everyone who has chosen to give your generous gifts. I appreciate you, George, Alex, Amanda, Pam, and Stephen. Thank you for sharing your valuable resources with me and encouraging me to continue to do this. So also in the link in the description, you can connect with me on other social media, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and of course here on YouTube. Don't forget to follow, like, and subscribe. Give me a thumbie if you found anything interesting or useful. Tell me how you choose to be a bit more fearless and a bit more authentic to yourself and to your path. Know that perfect love casts out all fear. So if you're afraid to be yourself, are you afraid to be loved? Let somebody love you the way that you deserve to be loved, by loving yourself first. I was thinking on the way here that, man, my life got so much better when I started to take my own advice. So if you're a great advice giver, ask yourself today, when was the last time I did that for myself? Know that you're beautiful, sexy, amazing, and your butt looks nice. Have a great day or night, whichever time you're watching this. I love you so much. Have a beautiful day. Oh, and don't forget to play.